To see your son, daughter as IAS, IPS, IRS officer at an early age of 22 years, here is the solution. KP's 21st Century IAS Academy Rajahmundry, offering you best available faculty and infrastructure to guide the students design themselves ready for civils and other competitive exams. Inter plus IAS and Degree plus IAS coaching classes. We aim not only at academic improvement but also overall development of the student's personality through indoor and outdoor games, physical trainings, yoga and exposure visits along, training in cultural art forms, and of course self-defense mechanism to the girl students especially, well equipped with sufficient playground infrastructure. Come join us. Let's make your dream a reality. Admissions in progress. For more details, please contact KP's 21st Century IAS Academy Rajahmundry. Phone 91009 34572 90306 9229.
Hello, dear students. Myself, Ramesh Turti, and we are assembled here for this webinar, right? For knowing something about the optional geography, right? Its ease of preparation, how to get good marks, right? And where all the places, where all the places, the optional geography is overlapping or compatible with the GS, right? As such, from 97, I'm associated with the geography, right? And from 2000, I am teaching the geography as option, and also I'll be associated with environment ecology. Okay, so what exactly is uh, we are trying to go on with? Okay, so this webinar is related to the selection of geography as an optional, right? So why geography, right? Why we should take geography as the optional, right? And what is the reason for which geography is being the popular of the optional in the civil service examination from past several years, right? It's a consistent uh, optional, right? Whereas some of the optionals have raised to their peaks and they have got sudden fall and they are nowhere, right? So like that, several of the options have come and they went off, but geography is the option which is much more consistent, right? The number of people taking geography optional has never come down, right? So when you are taking geography as an optional, right, how it will be helpful for preparing the civil service examination on the whole, because lots of aspects are there in geography which will be helping you to cope up with the civil service examination, right? For example, first of all, we'll be talking about the syllabus. Okay, so the paper one, any optional subject, paper one is related to the world, right? Where the world scientists or the geographers, for us it is the geographers, right? The world geographers have given several of the theories, right? And also several of the classifications related to the different aspects of the world and also the nature that we'll be studying in the paper one, right? And the paper one, we know that it will be always divided into segregated into section A and section B, right? Section A is associated with the physical geography, right? Once you understand the physical geography, right, it will become very easy for you to understand the total of the geography, right? And like in the physical geography optional part, what we are talking about, right? For GS, you have to study more of the landforms, etc. Like the aeolian landforms, okay, the riverine landforms, the glacial landforms, the pluvial, etc. That are not necessary for optional geography. They are compulsion. They are a compulsion in the preliminary examination. But when it comes to the optional, they are not compulsion. So there, the people will be like not having that tension to remember many of the names. But in physical geography, there are certain theories which are being given. Okay, there are certain theories which have been given. And recently, if you look at the past 5 years, okay, see, before the 2015 and after 2015, the pattern of questioning, right, has been changed by the UPSC, right? Previously, it was static geography. A little bit of the contemporary geography was present. But now contemporary geography's portion has been increased, application part has been increased, right? So in spite of that, the physical geography is constant only. Okay, though the contemporary geography's role has been increased in the examination from 2015 onwards, the physical geography is stagnant. It has not changed its course. Okay, then comes the section B. It is the human geography, right? So, physical geography is a must. Each and every one has to study without any negligence or skipping off of any of the topics, right? But when it comes to section B, right, the human geography, what we are calling, right, this section B, like half of the section B you can eliminate. There is no necessity for you to study the section B. See, here we are talking how to get the marks. Here we are not coming here to get any PhD degrees. Let me tell you one thing very honestly, right? So when we want to get the marks, right, in the human geography part, you can like eliminate, or there is no necessity for you to study half of the human geography. And because of that human geography only, people will be thinking that geography is very vast, and you are cutting it to half. There is no necessity for you to even touch certain topics. So geography is not what to study, right? Geography optional is what to eliminate is more important, right? What to eliminate, what not to study is more important, right? And in spite of that, I'll be telling each and every aspect of human geography, but after telling also, I'll be asking you to concentrate only on certain sections, because in the second section or the section B of the first paper, you'll be having lots of models and theories. And if you are thorough with the models and theories, that's more than enough, because ultimately we have to write only fifth question is a must, which will be consisting of the short answers, right? And later, sixth, seventh, eighth, right? Out of that three, you have to write only one, because in the first section you will be writing two. So automatically, two, first and fifth is a must. Okay, so on the whole, you have to write only 5 questions. So what happened here? You can eliminate half of the syllabus. In spite of that, you can score good marks. So this is related to the paper 1. I'm not going into the details of the syllabus, right? Just I'm trying to make you understand where you can eliminate certain portion of the geography. In spite of that, where you can have good marks, right? When it comes to the paper 2, right? Previously, when we were writing the examination, right, during our preparation and our attempts, right, we were having the map pointing even in paper 1, world map, and it was for 60 marks. And 60 marks of world map was very, very, very easy, damn easy, right? But that world map has been taken out from the paper 1, right? When it comes to the paper 2, again, same section A and section B, right? So generally we say it is Indian geography. Paper 2 is related to the Indian geography, right? But you should tell that it is contemporary Indian geography. It is not static Indian geography, because each and every question which is asked in the second paper, that is the Indian geography, the questions are highly generalized, right? So when the questions are generalized, the students will be trying to give the answer in more generalized formats only. Okay, so this is where students are not getting the marks. See, when the question is asked in the optional paper, your answer should be aptly written as if you are an optional student, not like the student of general studies. Okay, if you are writing the answer like the student of general studies, because it's a generalized questions, right? Yeah, it will be having generalized questions. You will be given the marks in the generalized manner only. Okay, so we will be making you to write that generalized questions, right, with more opt to the optionals in the second paper. So the first section is related to the physical India, right? And in the first section, first question, you'll be having the map pointing. Okay, 10 marks, 5 map pointings you have to do, right? That we'll be discussing in the classrooms, right? So in the physical India, physical aspects, right? Like knowing about the Himalayas, the origin of the Himalayas, right? Then the origin of the northern plains, how the uh, peninsular India is present, what the peninsular India consisting of, right? And what are the coastal plains, how the coastal plains are helping India's economy, right? Because lots of ports are there on the coast, right? So then, like we'll be having the islands, right? Recently, we are having one of the island in the news, the Lakshadweeps, related to the administrator of the Lakshadweeps and all, right? So we'll be discussing all that aspects, physical aspects of India, right? Along with that, we'll be studying the drainages. Right? Drainage means anything which flows on the surface or the ground is called drainage, and the things what we see flowing them are the rivers. So the drainages are called as a river systems. Then the climate of India, right? And in the Indian climate, always or many a times the questions are associated with the classification of the Indian climates, right? Then comes the soils, right? If you are reading the soils here, even in the first paper biogeography also you are having the soils, but there the world soils, only the classification of the world soils is there. But when it comes to India, right, we'll be discussing each and every aspect of the soil, and the rest is the agriculture, right? So if you look at the paper one, section A, 10 marks of map pointing, and section B also 10 marks of map pointing is there. So on the whole, 20 marks map pointing, right? If you are thorough, you will be getting 20 out of 20. This is where you can score total, right? And then comes section B. This total section is related to the anthropocentrism, that is human aspects. Okay, lots of emphasis has been given on the human development, right? And how the human development will be taking place by the regional development and plannings, right? So here we'll be studying all the plans, right? And how the planning system has been replaced by Niti Aayog, right? What are the different regional development plans have been given, multi-level planning, okay, up to down, bottom top, top to bottom planning, right? All these plannings. And if you look at the past 5 years, every question is associated with regional development and planning only in the section B of the paper 2. So here we will be discussing these in depth, and not only in depth, the contemporary issues will be associated maximum with this section only, right? So some of the things what you have to write here in the section B of the paper 2, right, they has to be taken from section B of the paper 1. Okay, the section B of the paper 1, if you are taking the certain, because suppose the urbanization in India, if they ask you about the urbanization in India, the urban problems, urban theories, right, settlement theories are being given in the section B of the first paper. So until and unless you understand the first paper thoroughly, you cannot justify the answers of the second paper. That's the reason because of which we always say that first paper is very, very crucial, because second paper is highly generalized. So if the people, what they do, if they won't understand the first paper thoroughly, and if they go for the second paper, their answers will be generalized only. So when they are writing generalized answers, obviously they'll be given the generalized markings only. Okay, this is related to the syllabus, right, of geography option, right? So when you take geography as option, right, where all the geography will be helping you, right, where all the geography will be helping you, right, in the general studies, right, where all the geography will be helping you in the general studies. For example, if you look at the essay topic, okay, essay, right, out of several of the questions given in paper section 1 and section 2 of the essay, one topic will be definitely related to the geography. Okay, compulsory, it will be related to geography. Or if it is not having the pure content of geography, but if you have taken geography as option, you can substantiate that essay in much better manner. Okay, so you will be given the best of the marks if you are writing the essay related to geography after taking geography of optional, right? That geography related essay will be written by many of the other people also, but the content what you put will be a matter, right? You will be given more, you will be giving the requisite contents, you know. See, writing an essay is not a thing of just like it's a delicacy of eating, right? You have to have the content. I will be giving you an example. When we were writing the examination, right, the person who was sitting in front of me, the person who is sitting in front of me has completed the first booklet. He has taken the additional booklet twice, and when he was taking the third booklet, he just looked at my table and he said, "Arey, what you are doing? You are not even completed 11 pages." right? How you will be getting the marks, right? So I said, no, no, no. What I am writing, I know what I am writing. Okay, you just mind your own business. But after the examination, also he was telling me, I don't think that you'll be getting the marks in essay and all, right? But I got 149 at that time, and it was nearly second or third topmost in the entire India. And that person who has written several papers and additions, right? That person got only 69. So the content is more important, not just writing the pages, right? That is essay. And if you are thorough with geography, right, the content provided by you in essay will be much more it will be striking, and they'll be giving you good marks. That is essay. And in GS paper one, right, the social issues are there, guys, right? The salient aspects of diversity of India and Indian society, right? If you understand geography, right, you can understand the diversity of India and Indian society. Why the Indian society is diversified? Why there are the different sections are there in the society, right? Why certain societies have emerged into the business and the political fields? Why certain sections of the society they got neglected and all, right? Except this role of women and women organization, right? Population and associated issues you can write with ease. Poverty and developmental issues you can write with ease, right? Urbanization and their problems and remedies you can write with ease, right? The in this social empowerment, right? Communalism, regionalism, and secularism, right? If you understand the physical aspects of geography and the human aspects of geography, even you can give the answer of this social empowerment, communalism, regionalism, and secularism with the best of the suitable examples, right? The why certain areas are not developed, and why the communalism has developed in certain area, why the secularism is taking place, right? Why the people are being gripped under secularism and communalism, right? And why the people are thinking of regional development and regionalism, right? That you can answer perfectly if you are associated, or if you are associated with the geography optional. So the social issues of paper one, right? Totally out of 100% of the social issues, right? Nearly 80 to 90% are associated with geography, right? And if you take geography as the option, you can give the answer in a much more specific manner. See, writing the answer is more important, because you are reading the subjects like 1 year or 2 years. You might have taken the coachings, etc., or somewhere, right? After taking the coachings, you might have been aloof for some time, and again you are coming for the coachings or something, right? So you'll be having lots of information in your brain, right? But that information is not required by the examiner, because, right, the questions are perfectly asked with the word limit. So whatever the total of the knowledge you are having, right, out of the total knowledge, you have to construct that knowledge into specified words and put it on the paper. Then only you will be given the marks. Otherwise, you will not be given the marks, right? You will be thinking that yes, I have written, I have attempted all the questions. Civil services is not only attempting all the questions, right? Attempting the questions is the primary requisite, right? The secondary requisite is putting the perfect content. Okay, if you are not putting the perfect content, simply beating around the bushes, they will never give you the marks, right? So never think of the questions, right? You have to think of the answers. What is the content you are putting, how the contents are being placed, how the jargon is used, right? How is the correlation between one and the other uh, uh, sentences are being placed by you. That is more important, right? So that is related to the social aspects in GS paper one, right? Then the core geography is there. In the paper one, the core geography is there. Distribution of key natural resources across the world, right? Though they say the key natural resources across the world, right? Not all the resources are required for us, right? Just the resources which are dominating the world trade, we will be discussing them, right? Then the factor responsible for the location of primary, secondary, and tertiary industries, right? Where the primary industries are located, where the secondary industries are located, where the tertiary sectors. So here the three sectors are being given, but the quaternary and quinaries are playing a major role nowadays. Okay, the quaternary and quinary are playing a major role. The service sectors, the hospitality sectors are playing a major role. So we'll be studying that. So effects of globalization on Indian society, right? So this is also like after 1991, the LPGs, how the Indian society got changed, right? The social transformation has taken place in India, guys, after the globalization, right? Many people who are subjected and who are restricted to certain parts, they are now coming up into open. They are competing, right? Not only in India, they're competing with the world entities, right? Then comes the important geophysical phenomena like earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanic activities, cyclones, right? So these geophysical phenomena and their effect on the geographical features, right? So the geographical features, are they getting changed because of these geophysical phenomena? For example, there was no island in the Red Sea, but because of the volcanic eruption, submarine volcanic eruption, right? Overnight, within one night, a island has emerged to the south of Yemen, okay, southwest of Yemen. So like that, how the geographical features are getting changed because of these activities, right? And whether the geographical features are changing for the betterment or they are changing for the criticalities. Criticalities in the sense the changes which are caused by these aspects, whether they are causing any disturbances to the human lives, right? So not only the human lives, the flora and fauna, right? All these things. Like last before year, there was a question related to the melting of the ice in the northern pole, right? So if you understand why the melting of the ice is taking place, right, in the northern, nearer to the northern pole, right? People say it is because of the global warming. It's not only because of the global warming. There are certain geophysical activities which are taking place, that which we will be discussing in the classroom, right? Then comes the salient features of world's physical geography, right? This is very, very easy when you understand our optional geographies, physical geography, guys. So this entire core geography will be on your fingertips, and the sociological aspects are the ones which got overlapped with our geography, guys, right? In paper 2, generally whenever we talk about the paper 2, they say that it is governance, okay, but in the paper 2 you can see what all the things which are getting overlapped with geography. These are the topics which are compatible. You can understand or write them very easily if you are understanding the geography. The welfare schemes of the vulnerable sections, right, and the performance of these schemes, right? So certain schemes are being given for the upliftment of the vulnerable sections, right? Vulnerable regions, right? If you look at the present situation of the Vishaka steel plant, right? The government is thinking of this privatization. Actually, the steel plant should not be coming up in the areas nearer to the coasts, but it has come up. It was the government decision for the regional development, because the northern Andhra was considered to be more backward. So all the areas where the backwardness was prevailing, there the government has come up with certain establishments, right? So the regional developments will be associated with the welfare schemes of the vulnerable sections, right? So here the second, this the same mechanisms, laws, institutions, which these mechanisms, laws, and institutions we will not be studying, but we will be studying the protection and betterment of the vulnerable sections. So here the overlapping is seen with geography, right? Then comes the development process. Okay, the developmental process, right? The industries, the role of NGOs. See, the role of NGOs, HS is the self-help groups, right? they are seen in many of our, what you say, the many of our population geography associated problems, right? So there we will be studying, and the population is associated along with the health, education, and the human resources, right? So how the health of the people is getting deteriorated, what are the measures given by the government, right? What are the sex ratios, how the education is helping the people, right? What are the human resources, how the human resources are getting developed, right? What are the types of developments are taking place among the human resources? See, resources, it's not only the number of people, right? Their skill development will be associated with the human resources, right? And obviously the poverty and hunger, they are also the part and parcel of the geography. Then comes the bilateral, regional, global groupings and agreements, where involving India, right? India needs neighborhood relations, right? How our neighborhood relations are there with Pakistan, right? Why we are having the animosity with China? What made the best of the friends to become enemies, right? That we'll be discussing in our geography. So all these issues of second paper, right, are having the overlappings with the geography. So if you want to understand the relationship between ourselves and our neighbors, we should understand the borders, right? The terrain on the borders. Terrain means the physical settings of the border. If you are having easy access, you will not be having lots of problems. When the accessibility is not there, then the problems arise. People will be trying to peep in, or they'll be trying to come up with without the knowledge of the other authorities. If you look at the border of Bhutan and the parts of Assam, right? Simply one small road will be going in between, because we don't have any animosity. So how the bilateral relations and the regional groupings are getting changed because of the geographical diversities. You know, even these regional groupings and the global groupings, right? In this we'll be studying about the Asia Pacific, the Quad, right? The BRICS, right? And now most probably by your examination it will be the D10, G7. They are dismantling the G7 and they are going for the D10, democratic 10 or democracy 10 and all. So all that things we'll be discussing in geography, and they are also the part and parcel of the GS paper 2. Okay, then comes the paper 3. Paper 3, I don't know why they have mentioned it as Indian economy and the disasters and science and technology something, right? See, each and every aspect written here, they are associated with geography. Indian economy, right? And issues related to planning. We will be studying the plannings from first fire plan to the last fire plan, and the Niti Ayog's planning in India, right? Then the mobilization of the resources, growth, development, and employment. All these are the geographical issues only, but they are being put into economy because the geographical issues, they are contributing to the economic development. There is a reason because of which lots of similarities will be there in the paper 3 with related to economy and geography, right? Then comes the development, biodiversity, environment, disaster management. Except security, all the things are related to geography only, right? Then major cropping patterns, crops, right? Where the cropping patterns are present in different parts of the country, right? The different types of irrigations, right? And the transportation and marketing of agricultural produce. All these related constraints, right? All these are associated with geography. It is not associated, we'll be studying in our geography optional, right? So the food processing and related industries in India, the scope and significance, these are the new ones, right? So this is the contemporary one, and this contemporary one we will be trying to discuss them in the classrooms, right? Not only this, in the paper 3, right, the technology missions of economy, they are also studied by us in our optional geography, right? The land reforms in India, that also we will be studying in our geography. Land reforms in the sense the abolition of the intermediaries, zamindaris, raitwaris, mahalwaris, etc. Right? That everything they are the part and parcel of geography. Agriculture, right? The institutional factors, right, of agriculture we'll be studying in geography. Then they are the part and parcels here in the paper 3, right? Then the effect of liberalization on economy, changing in the industrial policies. We'll be studying about the government industrial policies, right? What the DGFC has given new, what you say, the new content, so that we can empower ourselves in the trade related issues after the liberalization, right? All that things we can easily understand. Okay, like some of the people are texting me. Okay, like we will be discussing. Okay, we will be discussing, right? But after the class, I will be discussing the queries of yours. Okay, yeah. Then comes the infrastructure, energy scenario of India, right? The ports, the roads, the railways, the airports, they are all the part and parcel of geography. There is a specific 2 chapters in geography. One is transportation, the another one is the energy, right? So this is the infrastructure, what what is present in the 3rd paper. Then conservation, environmental pollution, degradation, environmental impact assessment. All these are associated with the 1st paper's 5th part, or the 5th topics of the section 1, right? And disaster and disaster management, except the disaster management part. Disasters, if you don't know what type of disasters are striking India, you will not be able to understand how the management has to be done of that disasters. Generally, whenever we look at the disaster, right, the pre-disaster, during the disaster and post-disaster managements we have to study, and that will be discussed with us, right? So in the 3rd paper, only the things what we are not discussing in geography are related to science and technology and security issues. This is science and technology issues, right? Awareness in the fields of IT, space, computers, robotics, nanotechnology, biotechnology, etc. Right? Though these are not the part and parcel of geography, right? But I'll be discussing all these things in our geography class. Okay, I'll be discussing. It will be an added input for your knowledge, because obviously for 3rd paper, some of the sirs will be called by the management. But in our classroom, because in several of the places we will be discussing these interrelated things. So automatically, whenever the field of computers comes, I'll be explaining what the computers are from the 1st generation to the present generation. What are the supercomputers? How their calculations will be? What is space? How the space is being studied? Right? Where all the robotics are used? How the nanotechnology is developed, and the nanotechnologies nowadays tried to be implemented in artificial intelligence. Though it has not been given, artificial intelligence related issues are not given in the 3rd paper. I'll be trying to tell you the artificial intelligence. Okay, so though this the sentence of which has been written, right, that is not the part and parcel of geography, but we'll be discussing in our classroom, right? The next thing is, yeah, paper 4, right? So the paper 4, ethics, integrity, and aptitude. There, the overlapping contents are not shown, but emotional intelligence concepts are associated with geography only, right? Because several times, like you yourself might have uh, like experienced, or your family members might have experienced certain emotional intelligence concepts. Okay, suppose your father or your brother got good job somewhere, but he is not willing to leave the family because of the emotions, right? Because you want to get associated with your family members, right? You want to be here to uh, aid in the development of the family, only not by contributing economically, right? Personal. So that are emotional intelligence concepts, right? So how that emotional intelligence concepts are being used in the application, like in administration and governances, right? So in all the 4 papers and essays, geography is getting overlapped, right? And when we are also talking about this total of the geography optional, right? So in all the 4 papers and essay, right? And here, once you are taking geography as the option, right, you will become conversant with ecology and environment. That is the one of the module in the preliminary paper. Okay, preliminary paper, ecology and environment, it becomes easy for you to understand, right? And the geography as such, it is easy for you to understand. And as I am discussing many of the topics of economy, right, the recent economic developments will be easily understood by you, right? The science and technology parts also I'll be explaining in the classroom. So when you are taking geography option with our institution, right, obviously it becomes very easy for you to understand the many aspects of prelims, right? The current affairs we'll be discussing in the exam, in the classroom, because current affairs, the contemporary India, right? We'll be discussing the scientific developments in India and the world. So when you are taking geography, right, you'll be feeling relaxed with the rest of your preparation. But the only thing is your concentration is more important, right? So how to get good marks in geography? As I told you, you should know you should know what are the things to be left. There is no necessity for you to read everything, right? So when you concentrate on certain aspects, right, because we'll be having some of the like leave offs, only some of the questions have to be written, the choices are there. So when the choices are there, utilize those choices, right? And read something where you can get more marks. See, we have to choose the questions which are being given by certain other geographers, right? When they ask you to write about some X in your viewpoint, don't try to take that sort of questions in your viewpoint, how the development is, what the development is, because your viewpoint may be varying from the viewpoint of the planners or the contributors for the economic development. So generally in the first paper, you can get more marks when you are concentrating only on the things which are being given by the geographers or the planners or the economists, right? So there you can get good score, like many of the people will not be getting good score in the first paper, but first paper is the one where you can score more marks, right? And for our students, right, like a few years back, there was a question, and the question was related to the El Nino in gs paper. The question was related to El Nino, and the question was, do you think the El Ninos are the only contributors for our monsoonal deficiencies? The entire people who are writing geography, that question, they all wrote that yes, El Nino is the contributor to the deficiency of rainfall in India or the monsoons. Only the students who have taken coaching from me, they have said no, it is not the only factor, because there are 17 other factors, 16 other factors are there which are contributing to the deficiency of the monsoons. And when it comes to the monsoons, right, no one is able to predict the monsoons. The perfect definition of the monsoons is not yet given. So how can you say that one particular content is trying to manipulate the total monsoonal mechanism, right? With all the supercomputers, right, we are unable to assess the monsoons, their efficiency or deficiency. Several times our the meteorologists, they say that yes, we are having good monsoons this year, the monsoons have come, right? But if you look at the yesterday's news, right, the news says that monsoons are delayed by 5 days in Delhi. So the monsoons have come, they have entered India 2 days later, but they have spread into the central India much faster. But again, they are getting delayed in the northern part, northwestern part, right? So these sort of questions, right, you should have the in-depth knowledge, and many a times that knowledge is not been provided by the faculty members, right? So generally many of the people are willing to take geography, but because they were not having the perfect faculties, they neglected geography. They have killed their willingness to take the geography, right? So now we have come here, right? And like many of the faculties in Hyderabad and Delhi, right, they'll be teaching you only 40 to 50% of the geography, right? And they say that yes, the rest you can study. That will not be the case with us guys, right? Nearly 90 to 95% of the total syllabus, except here and there the contemporaries, except that 90 to 95% of the total syllabus we will be discussing in the classroom, right? And the section wise or the topic wise questions will be given to you. I'll be making you to write guys, okay? I'm not like the other faculties, right, simply taking the class and letting you off, right? I want my name associated with my institution names, okay? So if the people are coming to 21st century, they should tell that yes, Ramesh sir is there who can take care of geography, or we can be assured of getting good score in geography. That is my attitude. So I'll be working for my institution and also for my name guys. So that is where we will be having an edge over the others. Like many of the faculties who are teaching geography, they'll be simply going through the topic without knowing the background. They'll be coming to the classroom, and when the questions are being asked, raised by the students, they say this will not be asked in the examination, right? So why it will not be asked in the examination, that has to be told by him. Okay, fine, that will not be asked in the examination, but why it will not be asked in the examination? If that faculty gives the perfect answer for that, then you can rely on that faculties. Okay, so generally what is the intent of the people related to geography? The subject is really vast, they say, right? But you know, 60%, more than 60% of the geography option is covered in GS. If you study the GS perfectly from a best faculty, right, 60% of the optional geography syllabus will be completed in our GS class only. Okay, and whatever the extras will be there, that we will be discussing in the classroom, and that extras will be in the form of some classifications and some theories and models, and that is coming to 40%. So if you are studying GS, you have to study 60% of the optional geography, then only you can clear the prelims along with, because here it is not only geography, right? Environment ecology is also the part and parcel of geography optional. So you have to study only 40% more. Effort should be only for 40%, not 100%. For example, if you are taking any option, I don't want to take the name of that option X. Okay, if you are reading that option, you can put your 100% on that X, right? But that 100% is not giving any leverage on the GS part. So what is the meaning of that? Because here we are not only should have the liking for the subject, we should also think of the leverage. If you are reading this, how it will be helping us in the GS papers, right? So that is more important. So here 60% of the geography optional syllabus will be covered in our GS class. So the rest will be only 40%, which we have to go on with. But it is not like, okay, I'll be doing, yes, we have covered this in GS, so I'll not be telling in the optional. No, in the optional also I'll be repeating that with little bit of more emphasis, so that you will be studying the same thing twice from the faculty. So it should be getting imprinted into your brain, and there should not be any ambiguity for you to understand the subject, right? So one more questions will be asked by the students related to the scoring of more marks, right? As I told you, if you write the answers as the answers of optional, then you will be given the marks. If you write as the answers as the part and parcels of general studies, you will never be given the marks. This is where the people are unable to put their put the variation of the answers. and that is the reason because of which they are not getting the good score. But here I am there to guide you, right, how to construct the questions, how to construct the answers, how to put your thought there. See, and you know, in the civil service examination, there is nothing like the correct answer or the wrong answer. All the answers are correct only, but the content what you are putting will be giving you the edge on the other people. So getting 280 to 300 is a must in geography, and that is the consistent marks where many of the people are getting in geography, right? And the people will be having certain questions which are related to the toppers. Okay, the people are not coming in the top, but if you look at the past 5 years, right, so don't go for long. Even if you go for the long also, the geography is consistent, right? Out of the total options, for example, if you are thinking of one option, the option of medical sciences, okay, doctor, medical sciences. So how many people will be writing the how many people will be taking the medical science as their option? Suppose 5 people or 10 people, right? So out of the 10 people, 5 people got into the service, right? They say 50% rate, 50%, the pass percentage is 50. When it comes to geography, right, 3,000 to 4,000 people are writing with the geography option. 3,000 to 4,000 people are writing with geography option, and every option they will be, see, if only suppose the person who has taken mathematics or economy as the option, right, and if all the people are given the best of the marks, right, so every person of that options will be taken into the services. But that is not the thing which is happening, right? Each and every option will be given the certain percentage. So in that, what happened, the good percentage of marks will be taken into consideration. That is the reason because of which what is happening, the marks are getting reduced, because they are writing as if it is they are writing the general studies. Okay, so be assured that we will be making you more competent, not only getting through the mains, but also you to get through the preliminary examination, right guys? So if you have any doubts, you please ask the doubts, guys. Hello. Yes, please. Yeah. Sir will be allowing you to ask the doubts. Just wait for a moment, guys.
Hello.
Yeah, please.
Sir.
Yeah. What is the pass percentage of geography? ఎవరు మాట్లాడుతుంది? Hello.
Sir, myself Yashwant, sir.
Okay, Yashwant, please
Hello.
ask. Yeah.
Sir, 2-3 years లో ఆప్షన్ సబ్జెక్ట్ మారుస్తారు, సపరేట్ గా పెడతా అన్నారంట కదా సార్, దాని సంగతి ఏంటి సార్? అప్పుడు మేము జాగ్రఫీ తీసుకుంటే మరి 2 years మా
అంటే 2-3 years వరకు ఇక్కడనే ఉండాలని ఎందుకు అనుకుంటున్నావు? ఓకే, సెకండ్ ఇయర్ లోపలనే కొట్టుకొని సర్వీస్ కొట్టుకొని వెళ్ళిపోవాలని అనుకోవాలి కదా. సో ఎఫర్ట్స్ మనవి ఫుల్ పెట్టాలి, టోటల్ ఎఫర్ట్స్ పెడితేనే మనం సర్వీస్ కొడతాము. సి ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ మనది మనకు ఒక కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ అనేది ఉండాలి. ఓకే, మనకు కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ ఉండాలి, ఎస్ ఐ క్యాన్ డూ అని. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే మనము తొందరగా సబ్జెక్ట్ ని గ్రాస్ప్ చేసుకొని తొందరగా సర్వీస్ కొట్టగలుగుతాం. 2-3 ఇయర్స్ తర్వాత గురించి మనం ఇప్పుడే ఆలోచించొద్దు. ఒకవేళ ఆప్షనల్స్ తీసేసినా గానీ నీకు జీఎస్‌లో పనికొస్తాయి గదా! ఇప్పుడు ఈసారి నువ్వు మంచిగా చదువుకొని ఈసారి నువ్వు ఆప్షనల్‌తోని క్లియర్ చేస్తే ఇంకేముంటది కదా! 2-3 ఇయర్స్ తర్వాత దాని గురించి ఇప్పుడు ఆలోచించకండి. వాట్ ఈస్ నెక్స్ట్ ఇమ్మీడియేట్ దాని గురించి ఆలోచించండి. ఓకేనా యశ్వంత్?
Yes, sir.
యాహ్!
Thanks.
నెక్స్ట్ ప్లీజ్. హలో. యెస్ సాయి బాబు. Unmute yourself, Sai Babu. Yes, somebody, Rajshekhar, is asking the pass percentage of geography. Just now I explained the pass percentages will be varying because here the number of students writing optional with geography, the mains is many more. 3,000 and odd people are writing the geography. Out of that, if you are getting 300 marks, they will be telling that it's 0.5%. Right? But 300 people are getting through the examination and they're getting the services. Yeah. How many days required for the completion of the optional, right? See, we will be giving you like elaborate explanation of the geography. ఓకే, అంటే మళ్ళీ మీకు ఎక్కడికో పోయేసి ఇంకో బుక్ చదవాల్సిన అవసరం లేకుండా క్లాస్లోనే ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఐ విల్ బి టెలింగ్, రైట్? సో అందరు ఏం చేస్తారు, 3 to 4 months అని అంటారు, రైట్? బట్ ఐ విల్ బి టేకింగ్ 5 months టు టోటల్లీ కంప్లీట్ జాగ్రఫీ. ఎందుకంటే నేను 95% వరకు జాగ్రఫీ సిలబస్ మొత్తం క్లాసులనే కంప్లీట్ చేస్తాను, రైట్? అండ్ మీకు ఒక్క బుక్ కొనాల్సింది కూడా అవసరం లేదన్నమాట. దెర్ ఇస్ నో నెసెసిటీ ఫర్ యూ టు రీడ్ ఎనీ బుక్ ఫ్రమ్ అవుట్ సైడ్, గైస్. I'll be giving you the notes which are totally like you can depend on them for the entire geography syllabus. Yeah. Next, please. Yeah. Somebody is asking how many hours required daily for optional geography. See, not only geography optional, like any option, at least 3 to 4 hours you have to allocate, at least. Because geography here, if you are reading geography, like many parts of GS are covered. So automatically you have to give a little bit more emphasis on optional 4 hours, right? In that 4 hours, you are touching the current affairs, you are touching the economy, you are touching the social aspects along with geography, right? And Shakib is asking advantage of geography than other options. Just now we have explained everything, how the geography is advantageous, right? When you take geography, where all the things you can have the compatibility, where all the things you are having the overlappings, right? And geography is very, very consistent, guys, right? Whatever you write, you will be given the marks. Okay, the points, whatever you write, for that definitely the marks will be given. It is not like other subjects where you have to be exceptionally good. No, even if your English is not exceptionally good, then also you'll be given the marks because you have to associate yourself with certain jargon. That's it. యా, మన ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ నుంచి ఎంత మంది సర్వీస్ కి వెళ్ళారు సార్, రైట్? మన ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ నుంచి ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ హైదరాబాద్ లో మున్సిపల్ కమిషనర్ ఉన్న అతను కూడా మన ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ నుంచి, రైట్? లైక్ జాగ్రఫీ నుంచి ఇప్పటి నుంచి కాదు, 90s లైక్ 2000 లో స్టార్ట్ అయింది మన ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్. అప్పటి నుంచి ఇప్పటి వరకు ఒక 40-50 మెంబర్స్ జాగ్రఫీ ఆప్షన్ తోని వేరే వేరే సర్వీసులలో ఉన్నారు, సెంట్రల్ సర్వీసెస్లలో. Krishna, Kartika, why we have to eliminate human geography in paper 1? What are the contents will be there? Like, elimination is the part of the strategy. It is not necessary for you to eliminate. We will be dealing everything. Okay, Krishna, we are not going to eliminate in the classroom. I will be telling everything, but I am giving you an option where if you eliminate also, you'll be getting the best of the score. ఆప్షనల్ కి ఫీ ఎంత అంటే అది మీరు మేనేజ్మెంట్ కి కాల్ చేయండి, దెన్ దే విల్ బి గివింగ్ యూ దట్ ఆన్సర్ ఫర్ దట్. Yeah, Mohit, what you want to tell? At least text. Rajshekhar, you want to speak? You can ask me the
Yes, sir.
question. Yeah.
Sir,
Yes, Raj.
can I speak to you directly, sir?
Like everybody will
Sir,
be listening here.
very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good evening, sir.
Good evening, guys.
I am already employee, sir. I am a teacher, a government teacher
Okay.
in AP. Recently, I got a government teacher job, and from my degree college onwards, I have interest to prepare for civil, sir.
Okay.
So now I want to start my preparation for civil, sir.
Okay.
So what I feel is, rather than preparing in English medium, I want to prepare in Telugu medium. So could you please suggest me? Hello.
Yeah, I'm listening.
So I feel I am more confident enough in Telugu medium, sir. So I want to prepare for civils in Telugu medium. So could you please suggest me some good books for civils,
అంటే
even if I
see,
take geography as my optional?
yes.
Already I have started my preparation, and I am going through school books, intermediate books also. But would you suggest me to prepare for civils in English medium or Telugu medium? But I am more confident in Telugu medium only,
See,
as per my knowledge.
See, like you want to prepare in Telugu medium, you can talk to me in Telugu only. It doesn't matter. See, the language in which you are more confident, you choose that only, right? But as such, Telugu medium la books అనేటివి చాలా తక్కువ. మొత్తం geography syllabus related తెలుగు మీడియం లో బుక్స్ ఉండవు. యూ హ్యావ్ టు టేక్ ద కోచింగ్ ఇన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం. కానీ నేను ఏం చేస్తానంటే ఐ విల్ బి హెల్పింగ్ యూ టు ప్రిపేర్ యువర్ నోట్స్ ఇన్ తెలుగు మీడియం. యాక్చువల్లీ లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ ఆల్సో వన్ ఆఫ్ ద గై హ్యాస్ ప్రిపేర్డ్ హిమ్సెల్ఫ్ ఇన్ తెలుగు మీడియం, అండ్ ఆయన బుక్స్ అన్ని రాసిన, అంటే నేను చెప్పిన మెటీరియల్ అంతా తెలుగులో రాసినాడు. బట్ ఐఎమ్ నాట్ గెటింగ్ హిస్ నంబర్ 3-4 years బ్యాక్. ఒక్కసారి అతను దొరికితే అతని మెటీరియల్ అంతా మీకు తెలుగు మీడియంలో రాస్తా అనుకున్నా అనే వాళ్ళకి ఇచ్చేసేస్తానని ఉంది నాకు. బట్ ఐఎమ్ నాట్ గెటింగ్ వేర్ ద పర్సన్ ఈస్. ఓకే, యా, ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ want to take my bow. My question is, language does matter in option, right? I am not comfortable in English, so I want to write UPSC in Bengali language, sir. Yes, Mr. Toton, you can write in Bengali, but as just I was, you may not be having the total content in Bengali language available. So you have to prepare the content from English books and you can write in Bengali language. Language should not be a barrier. Wherever you are perfect, you can go with it. Okay, yeah. Next, somebody is asking related to the first IRS ki select ayyaka malli job cheskuntu malli reattempt ivvacha. Yes, ఏ జాబ్ చేసుకుంటైనా కానీ మళ్ళీ ఐఏఎస్ కు ఎగ్జామినేషన్ ఇవ్వచ్చు. ఓకే వరుణ్. నెక్స్ట్ అవినాష్, మెమరైజేషన్ రిక్వైర్డ్ ఫర్ ఆప్షనల్ జాగ్రఫీ. సి, మెమరైజేషన్ అనేది కొంచెం పార్ట్. Until and unless you are completely understanding the subject, you cannot memorize it. So manam understanding the subject chepistam class lo. I will be making you to understand the subject thoroughly. So it becomes the part and parcel of your memory system. There is no necessity for you to stress on memorization. We will be making you to read, right? Then you will be getting the best of the memorization techniques itself. Endukante okkadan nunchi okkatiki I will be interlinking them in such a manner that it becomes the part of your routine. So specific memorization is not required. Yeah, Varun, I already replied you. Even if you are doing your IRS, right, you can attend for civil services. Malli exam rayochu. Yeah, Rajshekhar, what you want? Please ask.
No, sir, you have explained very well, sir, about geography optional.
Okay.
And some people have some myths about geography optional. Some
Ah.
people have some phobia that some people have some kind of notion that geography is not scoring, but you clarify our doubts. It is
Yes.
scoring really. If you,
Yes,
what we should do is we have to put a good content, worthy content. If
yes.
we put in the paper, definitely we will get more score.
Yes, yes.
So content matters here.
Content matters. It is not the papers. The content is
Yes, sir.
important, you know.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Rajshekhar. Yeah. Anybody else? Yeah. Some Padiga Raghavendra, somebody, sir, apart from explanation class, we need to study 3 hours per day or for job optional, sir. See, like whatever the explanation I am giving in the classroom, right? Like that explanation will be enough for even the layman to understand. Geography like ABCD, even if they don't know ABCD of geography, right? They can also understand our classroom. Okay, so regarding that understanding and explanation, you just forget, guys. Even if you don't know anything about geography, right? You just listen to the class and you will be understanding the geography, right? I have my students who are my students from past 15 to 16 years back. They also still call me and they say, sir, yesterday there was lightning or something. I was going and I have seen one landform and immediately your class struck me. Okay, so there are that sort of explanation I'll be giving in the classroom. Okay, and mostly if we are having the classroom, like I'll be showing some videos also, guys, so that your understanding of the subject becomes much more easy. See, faculties are the facilitators for you to understand in a better manner, right? Manam ikkada, if you won't tell you perfectly and if you tell this is the book you read from there, that is not the faculty's what you say, characteristic feature. I am the faculty, you are paying to the faculty, so I'll be making you much more comfortable. Yeah, how much percentage of geography is dynamic, right? The dynamic part is nearly 40%, right? Nearly 40% of the option is dynamic, every time changing. If you look at the previous papers, right? Until unless you are thorough with the current affairs, you cannot write the questions. So you should be thorough with the geography option and current affairs because both are overlapping in many of the places. Yeah, it's better to take coaching with degree or after the degree, sir. Yeah, Harshita, even while even if you are doing degree, you can come to the coaching because when you are doing the degree, your brain will not be strained for the examination. So you will be learning the subject with ease without any strain. Right, so after the degree, by the end of your degree, you will be thorough with the so can fare well in the first attempt itself. Anybody else? 65 to 67 members were there. Only few of the people have been asking the questions. ఇంకెవరికైనా
Sir,
డౌట్స్ ఉంటే అడగండి.
Sir, may I ask one more question, sir?
Yes, please.
Sir, being civil aspirant, should we read NCERT books, sir? Is it compulsory?
Yeah,
Or
like
directly we can read some good standard books,
yeah, like
some good author books.
yeah, I'll be telling you why we have to read NCERT in general, right? See, NCERT books are written for the kids. Okay, the kids of below 15 years. Right now we are 25, 26 or above 21 years, right? So what happened? Our understanding of that subject becomes very easy. That is the reason because of which they ask you to read the NCERTs. See, at that time, 8th class book, you have read that 8th class book for entire year. Still, it was very tough for you. But if you read that 8th class book now, hardly you will be taking 1 week to read the entire book because our mind has got more mature. So it becomes easy for you to understand. But for geography, right, there is no necessity for you to read NCERTs also. I will be giving you the total contents of the total geography. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody is telling that BTech final year. Yeah, you can start your optional. By the end of your BTech, you will be thorough with your optional also. Third paper, no, like Monica. So if you ask the management, 21st century management, they'll be giving you the recording. There is no necessity for you to go with the screenshot, ma. Okay, they'll be providing you the recording depending on the requisites. Complete degree in 4 years. That's why I'm eligible. Any year's completion of degree is more important, whether you are completing the degree in first attempt or you are completing in 3 attempts degree. Okay, you are having some backlogs, right? Even if you are getting third class, doesn't matter. Degree is the basic qualification, right? In 1 year, in 3 years you have completed, or 4 years, or you have taken 7 years, doesn't matter. You have to complete the basic degree. Okay, Sunny, so you are eligible. Yeah, Yashwant, thank you. Because like many of the geography faculties are not explaining the subject. So people are like they're getting diverted from geography. Yeah, Monica, you want to ask anything?
Sir, your voice is breaking, but screenshot I will take not taken, sir.
Okay, man, no problem.
Once
You
repeat.
you call our administration, 21st century, right? They'll be giving you the requisite things. Okay, recorded things is there, Maniku. Okay, na?
Okay, sir.
యా సో స్క్రీన్ షాట్
Okay,
తీసుకునేది అవసరం లేదు, రికార్డెడ్ పంపిస్తారు నీకు.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
యా మా yeah, how many hours daily? As I told you, see, whatever we are dealing in the classroom, I will be making it as simple as like eating a banana, the peeled banana. Even there is no necessity for you to peel. So after going home, it will be maximum of 1 hour. What we are, if we are discussing the classroom content in 1.5 hour, half time is required for you to go on with that, repeating that to understand it more deeply. That's it. It will be taking more hours. Yeah. Sir, if I take geography as optional subject, do they ask questions in interview which are related to virtual geography, just like I am from Tirupati? Obviously, right? See, in the interview, right, you will be asked from the options what you have taken, right, or the degree what you have completed, right? Even your, if your father is working related to his work experiences, the technology used, and the area from where you belong, they'll be asking you. Okay. So they are the part and parcels of the DAF form. So whatever you write there, each and every word will be taken into consideration, and they'll be asking the questions on each and every word. Yeah, Aslam, like I am here to explain only about geography. Okay, the other options I don't know. Okay, so like several of the sessions have been completed, and more sessions are there related to the options. You please go through them. See, each and every option is similar, to be very frank. Only the thing is, you should have the best of the faculty who makes you to understand the subject better. Then it becomes easy for you. Okay. So what we are doing, see, I'm having 21 years of experience. I went for the interview twice. Okay. And being the part and parcel of several institutions throughout India. Right. I used to teach in Delhi. I used to teach in Bangalore. I used to teach in Kolkata. I used to teach in Mumbai and Hyderabad. So I'm a pan-India faculty, right? So like I cannot tell you, right? I cannot tell you regarding the other option. I'll be telling you about geography and how best I can make you understand geography. Okay, so that is my option. I'll be telling only about my option. Yeah, Hari, geography books for films, right? Like if you are joining in our institution for coaching, there is no necessity for you to take any textbook for prelims or mains related to geography. Okay, otherwise you can go with NCRTs. But as such, there is no necessity for you to take any textbook related to geography. Take it for granted. I'll be covering from space, right? And not only just the space, right? The spacecrafts, right? The solar missions, how many missions have been sent to solar or the sun, right? What is the content of the sun? From there, the galaxy, the universe, the Big Bang theory, each and every aspect which is important for the examination, I'll be covering. So there is no necessity for you to take any books. Otherwise, people say you go with G.C. Leong for physical geography, 8th to 12th geography NCRTs, like that. But if you are reading, if you are coming to our geography, right? Not only the books, not only the materials, right? I'll be giving you most of the content which has not been published in anywhere, right? But for your information, because like I have been given honorary membership in NASA, guys. When I was in States, right? I happened to visit the NASA, so I have been given honorary membership. They will be giving me they'll be sending me the mails, right? If that mail content is like related to any of our civils content, I'll be telling that also in the classroom. You are asking the optional, comparing to other optional, does geography have limited syllabus or vast? As I told you, 60% of the syllabus of prelims is in optional geography. The rest is only 40%. And for that 40%, you are getting the advantage in current affairs, you are getting the advantage in economy, you are getting the advantage in India and international relations, you are getting the advantage in ecology and environment. So why you think that it is vast, right? So like it is a general conception among the people. See, whatever you are studying, okay, whatever you are studying, if it is giving you leverage in many of the other areas, you should not consider it as vast. You should consider how better I can fare well in the examination by taking that option. Okay, how I will be getting the marks. Physical geography book. Physical geography, generally, I have taken the content from Stoller and Stoller, Thornbury, right? Like that books. But for you, like for Indian authors, right? Physical geography by Savinder Singh, Majid Hussains are there. Okay. Physical geography book. Savinder Singh, Majid Hussain. But whatever we will be discussing in the classroom, they will be much more than the people who have written those books, and that is which is important for the examination. Okay, Hari. Yeah, questions adagandi. You please ask the questions. And ఒక్కటి మాత్రం చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా వినండి. Please take it for granted that I'll be giving you the total content of geography. Right? Geography option తీసుకుంటే ప్రిలిమ్స్ కి మెయిన్స్ కి సరిపోయే కంటెంట్ మొత్తం నేను ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ నుంచి మీకు ఇప్పిస్తాను. అంటే ద థింగ్స్ విచ్ హ్యావ్ రిటన్. ఓకే, అండ్ ఆ కంటెంట్ ఇండియాలో ఉన్న అన్ని మెటీరియల్స్ కన్నా బెటర్ కంటెంట్ ఉంటుంది. అంటే మీరు మనం ఇచ్చిన తర్వాత మీరు వేరే ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ వాళ్ళతోని, లేదంటే బేసిక్ ఉంటుంది కదా ఢిల్లీ ఫ్యాకల్టీ అని, వాళ్ళ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ మెటీరియల్ తోని మన మెటీరియల్ కంటెంట్ చేయండి. ఎందుకంటే నేను ఢిల్లీలో కూడా పోయి చెప్తాను కాబట్టి ఐఎమ్ టెలింగ్ యూ, వాళ్ళు ఏం చెప్తారో ఐ నో. సో ఐ విల్ బి గివింగ్ యూ మోర్ దెన్ వాట్ దట్ పీపుల్ గివ్. ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ ఇంజనీరింగ్. Okay, you are studying in first year, right? By the time you complete your engineering, if the geography optional is removed, right? Even if the geography optional is removed, the content of geography is a must for clearing any of the competitive examination in the world. Okay, so optional is removed, but the content what you have read will be there with you. With that, the competitive examination prelims or the MCQs will be there, right? If at all they remove, they cannot remove the options. I'll be telling you one thing, guys, right? In South India, the people of South India, after completing their BTechs, MTechs, right, or BScs, etc., they will be coming for civil services, right? So for them, they think that if the options are removed, it is better. Okay, that is the mindset of the southern Indians. But if you look at the entire northern India, okay, entire northern India, their degree syllabus is equivalent to the civil syllabus. Okay, the degree college syllabus is the syllabus of civil services. So they will never allow the options to be taken out, because there, if the options are taken out, they cannot fare well in the GS. They are mainly depending on their option. So removal of option is just a talk that will never happen, because the entire North India depends on the optional subjects. Okay, so it is just the rumor saying that the optional may be removed. The North Indian people, the total North India depends on optional. Okay, so that will never happen. Yeah, anything else? Yeah. Okay, Santosh. Good. Yeah, Hari. World Geography book name. Yeah, World Geography related to human being, human geography, or physical geography. Physical geography is by Savinder Singh, world only, right? For the human geography, it is no single book is not available. There are several of the books, right? Adhikari thought, Majid Hussain thought, right? Chandana and Sudipti Ghosh, settlements. Okay, like several of the books are there for the world geography. But what I'm telling you, there is no necessity for you to take any book. All the contents of geography I will be giving you, which is enough for you to score good marks. Okay, Hari? See, నేను అంత కాన్ఫిడెంట్ గా, why I'm telling you with so confidence, you know, related to the books and all, because I have read all the books, right? I have taken the contents from several of the sites. several of the research papers. And also I've told you that I've taken the contents from the NASA's findings also. If you give that sort of examples, obviously think of your answer and the marks what you will be getting, guys. Okay, because of 21 years of teaching experience, right? I know what type of content will be given the good marks. Many of the people who will be writing once they will be clearing the prelims and once they will be writing the mains, and they will be telling that I'm a geography faculty. Right? Experience counts, man. So I think the people are not having any queries. Can we end the session? Sir, can we end the session? Sir? Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you. Hope lots of questions have been answered, right? And I also told about the importance of geography, where all the places the geography is overlapping, and my method of teaching. Okay, like we are starting off our offline classes, the classrooms, from 14th June onwards, guys, right? And the timing will be from morning 8 to 9:30, 1.5 hour every day in 1.5 hour. And in that total 1.5 hour, only the geography subject will be taught, not something related to. Many of the faculties will be coming to the classroom, but they will be telling about themselves more than the subject. That will not be happening in our classroom. Even if I tell something about me, that will be helpful for you in some example. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you always, and everybody, right? And hope you have got the best of the information. Bye, guys. All the best.